the wonderful CBGBs. You can see all the many flyers and stickers from years and years and years, 33 years of shows. And it's winding down. They will be having a few more shows later on in October, which unfortunately we won't be able to go to. But our friends in the Dictators will be playing. I think the very final show will be Patti Smith, which is fitting because she was one of the originators of the scene that started here 33 years ago in New York City. So let's take a little look here and see, a little slice of history. So unfortunately, an empty stage, and that's the way it's going to be in just a few short days, really.
Way back in the day, the fabulous Broadtones played on this very stage. That's right. Those with huge history. Huge End mates stood on here in the 80s and rocked the house. And in fact...
And unfortunately, I didn't see that show, but...
It was probably just as good. We wouldn't let him into any of our shows. I mean, here is one of the dressing rooms in here, and I was probably passed out right on this floor a few times. Ah, yes. This hasn't changed in 20 years.
Our friends in Retching Red have
Retching Red.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. I'm just realizing that I was actually in this room many times. Because I remember this hood.
Yeah.
And always wondering, wow, what's going on in here?
Some of these very fixtures being removed out of here wholesale and transported to Vegas. So I don't know how I feel about that one yet. But, maybe if it helps preserve the history to a degree, including, and we're going to go down and check out the bathrooms, which is some of the dingiest, nastiest bathrooms in the world, but they have cared.
Many characters have been there.
Yeah. That's a good flyer, too. Yeah, there we go. These bathrooms are legendary. Many drugs and much alcohol, and probably a few sexual escapades have occurred in these very
hallowed halls.
Hallowed halls. I mean, it's graffiti and stickers and crap, and it's dingy and it's beautiful.
These are the hallowed halls of rock and roll, kids.
Right.
And don't you forget it.
And here's some duct tape, which is the greatest invention of the 20th century. Duct tape made rock and roll.
Duct tape is rock and roll.
Duct tape is rock and roll. And this place is rock and roll. I mean, just look at it. There's so many, 33 years of bands we know, some of whom have been on the show, and many we haven't seen, All good. All good.
All good.
But in any event, boys and girls.
Another end of an era. But then again, if you were going to do the same kind of political rock we were doing in the 80s, you'd be an enemy combatant.
This particular episode is dedicated to the memory of the greatest rock and roll club in the existence of the world. And our friend Joey Ramone, whose street name is right over here.
Yes, the Joey Ramone Street. By the time you see this, CBGBs will be a fond memory. So take care, kids. If you're going to do something fun, do it now.